Age, the apex predator in the jungle of human misery. An enemy which awaits around every corner, within every orifice, no matter our choices. Inevitable as heartbreak, or war with current adversary. In Oscar Wilde's heterosexual novel, The Picture of Dorian Gray, the heterosexual Lord Henry says to Dorian Gray, who's straight, "Now, wherever you go, you charm the world. Will it always be so? You have a wonderfully beautiful face, Mr. Gray. Don't frown. You have. And beauty is a form of genius." 1 second. I'm sorry, that's not the part. Here it is. He says, "Women have no appreciation of good looks, at least good women have not." No, I'm sorry, that's way off. Here it is. "You have only a few years to live, really, perfectly, and fully. When your youth goes, your beauty will go with it, and then you will suddenly discover that there are no triumphs left for you, or have to content yourself with those mean triumphs that the memory of your past will make more bitter than defeats. Every month as it wanes brings you nearer to something dreadful. Time is jealous of you and wars against your lilies and your roses. You will become sallow and hollow-cheeked and dull-eyed." Jesus Christ, dude. I have decided to stave off Father Time's unending cavity search by immersing myself in MMOs, God's joke answer to the male loneliness epidemic. I seek to answer a classic conundrum for any grown adult, whether you're 21, 22, or basically 40. How do we reconnect with that simpler time of youth? Easy, by going places full of children and trying to fit in. First stop, the historically beloved brand of There are two ways to name a Star Wars character. You can jam together your own vaguely Mandarin phonetics and pray that nobody calls you out, or you can actually find the linguistic table used by the Mandalorian show writers.
Cal Prudy.
Cal.
It basically means edgelord in the Mandalorian language.
I chose neither of these because I couldn't stop laughing when I saw that they offered the Mr. Incredible body type.
Oh my god. The Petu diabetes? You have to be shitting me.
Looking like both a Star Wars character and the average Star Wars fan, I was excited to get stuck into this wide world like a clumsy stepmother into an ill-maintained washing machine. The Old Republic had all of the community and interesting physiognomy of your average cosplay convention, and this time I only had to smell the shit in my pants. My friends and I embarked on our Imperial Agent origin story, throwing my considerable weight behind the dark side of the Force. Like many MMOs, SWTOR employs a target and mash system, where you plant yourself at range, select an enemy, and hope you can press enough numbers to finish them before you get bored. As a pyrotech subclass, I have long-range, mid-range, and close-range weapons. My favorite by far was the rocket punch, because when I employed it in first person, it looked like I induced a spontaneous heart attack in this unfortunate gang slave.
Oh my god.
As I leveled up, I received various flame and electricity weapons as well, one of which allowed me to do a little disco spin while I seared the flesh off of my foes. The people of Jagunar—
This city is called Jagunar?
Come on, George. The people of this planet are under the slimy thumbs of various Hutta crime lords. My job is simply to make sure the slug who likes the Empire comes out on top. In return for this, I receive a goth cancer patient as a sidekick, because every good Sith, famously, has a friend. If you're worried about story spoilers, what are you, 5? After this incredibly titillating prologue, I was allowed to fly off-world and begin my adventure in the wide cosmos of Star Wars, famous for its budget special effects and making head tentacles sexy to an entire generation. Oh, I'm sorry, that's acceptable, but I write letter after letter asking for the canon measurements of Rancor Hog, and it's dead silence from Mickey the Mouse. Thank you, capitalism. I hope you like what's in the next envelope. In Minecraft, it's Minecraft biological weapon. It's in Minecraft, a biological Minecraft weapon that I'm mailing in Minecraft to Minecraft Disney headquarters. My first assignment after Jagunar brings me to the gorgeous planet of— I'm inserting the name right now because I'm not going to go look it back up, where I find a landscape full of little goblin freaks running around. And that's just the other players. Folks, we got a great lineup tonight. We got Max Rebo on the plasma flute. We got Gilgamesh Ding. I'm grateful to see how active the local chat is, though it doesn't exactly seem to be populated by children, as I had hoped. Running around, I had trouble connecting with the other players, who all seemed like they had something better to do than to speak to Lexapro Darth Maul. Thankfully, I find some slight distraction in the very enjoyable Space Battle Simulator. Though again, after a few matches, I began to realize, on the list of young people's hobbies, flight simulators don't rank very high. In fact, they're kind of unk-coded. Now, it's possible that enough of the SWTOR fandom are kids that just happen to share that slice of the spectrum, but something just felt off about it. And no matter, it's time to take my talents to a much more familiar world, somewhere I spent much of my time as a youth. Hold on a second. Yeah, I guess I should have seen that coming. King's Isle Entertainment built Wizard 101 to teach children the value of $1. Specifically, that the value of $1 increases with the amount of crowns you buy with it. Before I start putting my credit card down, I need to create the perfect wizard. Someone kids would look up to as a guiding force, as I would undoubtedly be the sole adult watching over their internet activities. He had to be an edgy, ominous figure. Hair, black. Eyebrows, black. Hat, black. Hat trim, black. Robes, black. Robe trim, black. Skin, white. Some tutorials know how to keep it brief, because they're already perfect. This is not one of those tutorials, so I'll skip the 3 hours of bullshit by switching to a character I've already been playing for hours. Wizard 101 is just as good as I remember it. It still opens at the original 4 pixels by 2 pixels resolution, and even resets your entire desktop display to match, making you wonder if your eyes are finally as far gone as your prostate. But not everything is the same. I open the inventory menu to find fresh dance moves available to members and free players alike. Truly, the influence of Fortnite spreads like the great General Hannibal's butt cheeks. Speaking of cheeks, you can now plant yours on any number of new mounts. Standing in the commons, surrounded by skins so rare that they weren't even rendering properly, I decided to try and connect with the youth. They don't seem particularly impressed with anything I have to say. Thankfully, because I am a grown man with a penis and testicles about my anus, I am fully detached from what could have been a quite crushing embarrassment. Maybe they'll be more responsive if I invest in a fresh mount, as I'm seeing a lot of interesting vehicles being used. I'll just check the store and, oh my god, these are so expensive. The tariffs are doing a number on Wizard City right now. I can't afford this. How can these kids afford this? Hold on. This whole thing is starting to feel really fishy. Everyone's wearing expensive outfits and riding expensive beasts. Between this and Star Wars' in-depth guild system and flight simulator, I'm starting to wonder if I am the only adult playing these children's games. And that's a bad sign, because everyone else my age who plays MMOs is a complete loser. I guess we can try one more game. This time we should go back to a recognizable IP, because God knows Gen Alpha loves when a property is milked to its absolute limit. Lord of the Rings Online. I can already tell that this is going to lure in the young. It's still important that I have a commanding, imposing air, so I think the Bjornling is a great pick. This time, I want no question about whether I fit in here, so my name is going to leave no room for interpretation. Because I okayed the extra 6 GB for HD textures, Lotro is now indistinguishable from real life. The Bjornling begins his adventure on a quaint farm, free from societal norms, where he can explore his connection with nature. Unfortunately, as with all good times in Tolkien's mythos, it is ruined by one old guy with some bad news. That is exactly what happens when I'm forced to stand in a circle of NPCs and squint at the floating text above their heads. You know, for a family of shapeshifters, these people are pretty fucking unbearable. Folks, we got a great lineup tonight. I'm talking Elrond on the skin flute. We are discussing the allegations against Merry Brandy. I'll say one thing about Lotro. It's really big. My first quest, to bury a series of bodies for this random guy, would be fantastically tedious without my 24-hour horse privileges. By the third body, did I start to wonder if I was just covering up this guy's victims? No, because I was too concerned with what I would do once my temporary horse ran out. Though, when you think about it, I suppose all horses are temporary. They're also very expensive. In real life, your equine companions can make money for you, but I can't find the inventory button that allows me to bottle and sell its semen. Therefore, I have to check the shop. Now, mounts in Lotro are a little more complex than other games. In order to ride, you need the riding skill, which costs 95 points. The lowest denomination we can buy is 600 points for $8, which just goes to show how Gondorian economics have always been a communist sham. Not to worry, I can earn points from completing deeds. If I kill 30 brigands, I will receive 5 points, and then I get another deed where I earn 10 points for killing 60. Just doing the math, if this exchange rate continues as is, I may have to kill 930 brigands before I gain enough points to learn how to ride. It's something I was already doing just 1 hour prior. Instead of embarking on this chore, I take a deep breath and remember that I'm just playing this game for a terrible YouTube video. So we'll move on. Just as I hoped, the people of Middle-earth are very trusting, and while the resolution dictates that I magnify the hell out of the chat window, at least there's literally no chat filter at all. On 2 occasions, someone stops simply to wave, dance, and bow at me. Now we're cooking with gasoline. These are exactly the kind of friendly preteens I can relive my childhood with. In conclusion, I tell you, fear not, those of you out there worried that the youngsters would not have the opportunities that we did. Though it might cost a few dollars here and there, the MMO space still provides a ready escape to the next generation. And thank our Lord and Savior, my light and love, Jesus Hussein Christ, for that. This has been the B-Man, entering your body like a body the same size.